Super microcomputer, SMCI. It's the last one of our series today of Donald Trump trades. It's not a Donald Trump trade at all, but it's worth mentioning as a final video. If you want to watch to the end of this, you can see DJT, BTC Plug, Tilray, Nvidia, Tesla, Enphase, Palantir, Space, Virgin Galactic, the S&P 500. All of those I covered today, telling you which ones were going up and down, and I was right on every one. I don't mind telling you I'm right, because I'm quite happy to tell you I'm wrong when I'm wrong. I don't mind apologize. I don't apologize for that, and I don't mind saying I told you so, because I'll equally say I told you I was wrong too. Okay, super microcomputer. We covered the earnings last night. I want to thank all of you for joining me for one. We actually rank now #2 on YouTube for SMCI in one day. So thank you for that. I just checked it this morning. I was like, bloody hell, amazing. Thank you. So SMCI is not a Trump trade, has nothing to do with it, but last night we covered the earnings and it was a very, very disappointing earnings. Was very unhappy with that. They didn't answer, they dodged a lot of questions. They really did dodge a lot of questions last night. And they left investors wanting. Today, it's down another 23%. It's not good at all. We know what's been going on with the accounting. Well, we don't know what's been going on. That's the problem. But the accounting scare has really freaked out this stock. Will it recover? I don't know. Fundamentally, if you believe the numbers, and remember, that's the problem. If we look at the numbers, we did some analysis on it during the call. The numbers look okay. The trouble is, we don't know if the numbers are accurate. They were asked questions last night and they avoided it. They kept dodging things. They also said at the beginning of the call, we're not answering questions on the upcoming case and so on and so forth. So they just didn't even present any of it. So you can't buy this. Fundamentally, it could be good. Fundamentally, you know, it could be oversold. However, you can't rely on being pulled along by the trend of Nvidia. And that's, I think, what they're hoping. People will buy this because of Nvidia. Did you notice during the call, they kept mentioning the deals with Nvidia, the deals with Nvidia. However, can we believe that? Can we believe those deals? Can we believe those partnerships? The answer is no, we can't. And you can make the gains and the profits by owning Nvidia itself. So why even bother with it? I think it's a very, very risky position to be in. This could go to zero. On paper, it looks exciting. It looks an opportunity. However, there's too many unknowns. And as someone who concentrates on not losing money, which ultimately makes me money, rather than focusing on trying to chase and make money, and that, trust me, that works. I'm crushing it, if I'm honest. At the end of the day, I wouldn't touch this because the management last night did not give us the information that we deserve as shareholders. They refused to answer questions. So you should be out the door. You should expect excellence. You should not be allowing them to get away with that. This is your money. And we've seen it. Many businesses, I forget the percentage, it's a very high number. It's, I don't know, 20, 30% of like the Russell won't be around in 10 years. Small caps, stuff like that. You know, not every business will be around in 10 years. You know, don't assume that this will be around because it's got computer in the title. It's not even really an AI play. People were debating whether it is even an AI play anyway. It's trading on it. And because of that, it's presenting up some interesting figures that cannot be verified. People are quitting the company. We know all about that. So I have to say, after listening to them last night, I don't think it's a buy. Someone just mentioned to me, David Ewan, I lost 2,100 on SMCI and got out. Risk management, tax write-off. I'm very, very, very pleased that you added to the end of that, laugh my ass off. I'm pleased about that because people use the argument of post a loss because I can save on tax. It's not a good argument. It's not a good argument. There are reasons why you want to sell for a loss, but you don't do it out of choice. My accountant, when I was 20 years of age, 20. I've been in business 4 years. I started at 16. My accountant, CPA in the US, would said to me, because I was trying to how do I avoid tax? I'm always about how to save money rather than making money. That's how you make money. Just simple as that. Be efficient. And I remember saying to him, how do I not pay tax? How do I be efficient? And he says, Martyn, don't worry about that. Just go out and make some money. If you've got $1 million tax bill, it means you've earned 4 million. Don't worry about paying $1 million. You've earned 4. So, paying tax is not a bad word. It means you've made lots of money. Basically, don't focus on losing money. People say to me, because I've got an LLC, Martyn, you can write it off against tax. You can go out and buy a new computer. It's free for you. You can go out and buy a new computer and put it on your business. No, it's not. It's rubbish. It's a rubbish thing to say. Let me explain why. If Martyn Lucas LLC has 100 employees and I am one of them, so it employs me as one of them, okay? And the company, say the company earns 10 million, but it pays me 100 grand. I only get 100 grand wages. The company is the rich thing. Then fine. Buy a computer, write it off against tax. Me personally, I've got access to a computer, which is kind of free for me. However, that doesn't work when it's only you. When the business is just you. When the LLC is just you. It's my money. The business is my money. The whole thing is mine, right? 100% of the money I earn is mine. So when I buy something and I lose money on it, I lose money. You write it off against tax, still cost me money. I've got less money. And the asset I bought, unless it makes me money, is a liability costing me money. So no, writing off against tax, losing money on purpose is a rubbish idea. There are times when it benefits you. But when you bought this, you didn't buy it to lose money. You bought it to make money. Now, yes, you can sell it for a loss and post it as a tax loss. However, let's be absolutely clear how you do that. First of all, if you're going to sell a stock for a loss, and I don't sell stocks for losses, I don't lose money. If you are doing that and you're saying, right, sod it, I'm selling a stock for losses. First of all, know that you would have a tax bill at the end of the year. If you haven't got a tax bill, maybe you're below the threshold, you haven't made any profit, yada, 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 then you can't get money off what you didn't pay. So know that you've got a tax bill. Know what your tax bracket is. Maybe you can lower your tax bracket and move to a lower level. Maybe move from 40% to 20% by lowering your tax bracket by losing money. That might benefit you, but you need to know that, not just guess. Not just go, well, I'm going to save money. You don't know what your tax position is. You can't do that. So make sure that you know what your tax liability is before you start throwing around, tax losses. The next thing you need to consider is if you do sell the stock, I think, brilliant, I've sold it for a tax loss. Hooray. Don't buy it back within 30 days because then you cancel it out. You've got to wait more than 30 days to be able to buy it back. Otherwise, it's the wash sale rule and you're back in again. It doesn't count. It doesn't count as a tax loss. So you have to wait now 30 days. So, you need to understand all of these things before you just go, oh, I'm selling it for a loss and I'm a winner. You don't win by selling for losses. There are times to sell for a losses that can benefit you from a tax point of view, but not from a profit point of view. They don't. Losing is losing. Making money is making money. So would I buy super microcomputer today? No. Even though on paper it looks good, the paper it's written on isn't worth anything because the company are not being honest with us. We don't know what's going on. So what are you buying? You don't know. If you don't know, you can't buy it, can you? No matter how attractive it looks, and the fact is it doesn't make sense to not know anything. Saying it's attractive on paper is a silly statement because if you don't know anything, You don't know anything. So stop not knowing something and don't do it. All right. So anyway, SMCI super microcomputer is not a good idea for me. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description for the full playlist. If you watch to the end, it'll take you to the first one, which will be the S&P 500, and it will go zoom all the way through the list. Space, Palantir, Enphase, Tesla, Nvidia, Tilray, Plug, Bitcoin, DJT, and SMCI. Click above my head for that down there. Over here is the playlist for the whole lot. There's the FOMC report. That's coming out live. Expect volatility today. And that's it. I've done it. 11 parts. We're done. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.